2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Patriots, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 3rd down, it's Buchanan. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. He completes it to Ridley. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Mon going to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Mon.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll get 4 yards in the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
On the give, this is Harris.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a give, right side. Buchanan, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. On third down, it's Buchanan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust-on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they've decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Mond. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there for the Patriots. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll throw now on the final play. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Escaping the pressure right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3rd down from the gun. It's Mond.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Here's Harris. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mond. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll run with Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mond looks to throw.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Room past the 20. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. On first down, Buchanan. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Buchanan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Buchanan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Buchanan, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Buchanan, and he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And shutting him off, now open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Hands it off out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Diablos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They run with Harris. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, Mond.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Patriots.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This is Harris. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their team. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Patriots 28, Diablo 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First down and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If he'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Patriots, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.